The question of the week this week comes from Brooke, and Brooke lives in Lawrence, Massachusetts. And she says, "Hi, Julie. After losing my father on November 15th, 2022, I started searching, listening, learning, and trying to get a better understanding of things from a spiritual level. This has brought me to find you on a podcast with Dr. Amy Robbins and buy your Angelic Attendants book. I also listen to your podcast." Thanks, Brooke, for all of that. "I plan on calling on Thursdays to try and get a few minutes with you to ask about my father. In the meantime, I'm wondering if you've witnessed a passing animal's transition. Is it the same as humans? Are they surrounded by angels and perhaps animal and human spirits? Thanks so much for taking the time to read this. I look forward to hearing from you. Light and love, Brooke." And here's my response. "Hi, Brooke. My sincere condolences on the loss of your father. I hope you found some comfort from reading my book. As for the spiritual side of an animal's passing, yes, I have witnessed many, including my own pet's transitions. It's been my experience that, like humans, an animal's spirit exits the body through the top of the head and will stay attached during the dying process. So go to AskJulieRyan.com, go to the 12 Phases tab, and you'll see a chart about the 12 phases of transition. And the spirit hangs on to the top of the head. It looks like a speech bubble or a bubble you'd see in a cartoon where the character's thoughts or comments are. I went back to say that's where the similarities end. To date, I haven't witnessed an animal being surrounded by other animal spirits, angels, or human spirits. That doesn't mean they aren't with those beings once they've transitioned, just that I don't see it during the actively dying phase. It's interesting to note, however, there are many examples of animals knowing when an animal or human in their midst is dying. For example, wild horses come to say goodbye to a dying horse in their herd. And there are many stories about elephants walking long distances in a sort of funeral procession to pay their respects to a human friend who's died. The best news is, however, our deceased pet spirits are always around us and we can communicate with them whenever we like. Hope this helps. Thanks for your question. The horses in particular are really interesting, the wild horses, the herds, because they do this thing and it's called sharing breath when one of them is dying. And the horses in the herd will come one by one and they put their noses together and it's like they're sharing the last breaths from the horse that's dying. There's all kinds of research on that. Nobody knows exactly why it happens. It's just a sympathy and a grief kind of a thing. And then there are many, many stories about elephants traveling vast distances to come be with maybe a trainer or somebody, maybe a veterinarian, somebody that helped them. It's really quite remarkable. I thought that was a great question. I thought you guys would enjoy hearing it. Sending you lots of love. Mwah, from Sweet Home, Alabama.